Action for Development, ACFOD, is a national women's rights organization founded on November 19, 1985. ACFOD is participating in a campaign titled 20 Reasons Why, 20 Voices in commemoration of 20 years of the Maputo Protocol. The campaign involves capturing the voices and opinion of academicians, the private sector, and civil society actors on the different articles of the protocol. Hopefully, this will trigger meaningful discussions on the protocol and its domestication as the conversations focus on raising wider awareness, continental media campaigns about the Maputo Protocol, and the status of its implementation in the country. Basing on experience, how can women be discriminated and what can be done to attain zero discrimination in Uganda?
For me, I look at discrimination as unfair treatment or biased treatment or injustices perpetrated against a certain category of people based on sex, based on their age, based on the socio-economic status, based on where they are. Really taking different dynamics. There's a lot of injustices against women and girls. First of all, within our social norms and practices, and I would want to give one example like child marriage. A girl below 18 years being forced into marriage that is unfair treatment for her because she's not ready for the roles and responsibilities required of a married person. I want to give another example of female genital mutilation. You're subjecting women and girls to be cut, but that cutting has a lot of implications on the enjoyment of their fundamental human rights.
In all this, how has the ratification of the Maputo Protocol helped in addressing cases of discrimination against women? And as MGLSD, what is your most remarkable achievement in this fight?
Of course, within the Maputo Protocol defines women's human rights in Africa. Aspects to do with education. Access to education is important. Aspects to do with access to resources for production, access to health, also in terms of promoting women's effective participation and representation in decision making. Uganda is already a signatory on the Maputo Protocol, and we've utilized the Maputo Protocol in terms of review our policies and laws. There are so many milestones Ministry of Gender spearheaded. Ministry of Gender spearheaded the review of laws and policies, like the Succession Amendment Act, like Prevention of Gender-Based Violence, the Domestic Violence Act, Prohibition of Female Genital Mutilation, employment, laws on employment. All these are laws that are being spearheaded by Ministry of Gender, Labour, Social Development. I shouldn't forget laws for protection of the rights of children. So as a ministry, a lot has been done on really ensuring that we have enabling laws and policies for the delivery of gender equality and women's empowerment.
The Maputo Protocol is the most comprehensive treaty on the rights of women and girls in Africa, with 14 articles that identify with the promotion of women's and girls' rights. For over 2 decades now, the Solidarity for African Women's Rights, SOA, a coalition of over 80 civil society organizations working across 33 countries, has ensured that the rights of women in Africa are upheld as articulated by the protocol to the African Charter called the Maputo Protocol.